Hey, this is B from Congress, and I wanted to give you just kind of a initial first take on Venom Pinball by Stern. This is a premium model on the left here. You can see the artwork here featuring Spider-Man and Carnage there, and a couple of different characters. On the right-hand side, we have the Pro version of Venom there with the nice Venom logo on the side. In my opinion, I do like the Pro artwork a little bit better, but let's talk about the premium features of what you can expect from this game. First off, right on the right-hand side, you can select the character on the game when you start your ball, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to change the play field. There's this mech right there that kind of is a loop shot, and then it turns into a scoop instead, depending on who you're playing as. And then there's this little ramp right there that's going to pop up or pop down. So those are the biggest changes on the premium. You also get this Spider-Man character here, Venom Spider-Man, that's going to pop out, and you can flip and hit his pins that are kind of floating down. Everything else is pretty much the same. You also get this ramp on the left-hand side here as well. Those are the major feature changes there. So in fact, he just lost the ball. He's gonna go ahead and just cycle through. He goes ahead and just cycle through the characters you can select so we can see everything come through. All right, so that was one of the different characters. You can see everything changing based on the character you pick out there. So there's 4 characters to choose from. I think it's a really cool feature from the different premium options. Does it change the gameplay that much? I would say, in my experience, it does to a certain extent, but you know, the locations that you're shooting are pretty much the same. But the ball traps are also probably the most unique thing. This little drop shot right here, as you shoot up the ramp, it'll automatically kick out a ball and make it a little bit faster. Before the ramp completes its shot, it's gonna actually kick out a ball. So it does it on both sides, on the left ramp and on the right ramp. Those are pretty cool features that make the game faster because your reflexes have to be able to think about the ball coming at you before it completes its loop shot. So it's a really neat feature of the game, and so it's gonna pop out just like that. It comes out pretty quick if you're not paying attention to it, but those are one of the cool features of the game itself. Lastly, about the artwork, at first glance I would say it's a little busy on the playfield, but as you're playing the game, you definitely can see which shots you're gonna be shooting at to be able to hit everything. So is it fun? Yes. The coolest feature I would say is the fact that you can keep adding to your levels. As you play the game consistently, you gain level points, and that actually is eventually going to unlock the additional characters you can be, including Hulk, Captain America, and Wolverine Venom. So those are all the different characters you can choose. Pretty cool features that I would say. Let's talk about the Pro version of the cabinet right now. So the Pro version of the cabinet right over here is missing some of those other features, including that Spider-Man that's coming out from the side, and it doesn't have the different mechs that change positions on the left and the right-hand side. So those are the big feature changes to the cabinet in terms of how it plays. This horseshoe that comes around is a little bit faster in terms of gameplay, but I would say the specs of it, just from a look standpoint, looks really plain. So that's the only bad thing I would say about the Pro version of this cabinet, that the horseshoe is just almost looks like a home pin version of the game, where it doesn't have that feature. That whole right playfield just looks a little bit bare and plain. I would say that's the biggest negative from the Pro version that you would be missing. Is it playable? Yes, absolutely. It plays really fast. It's just looking a little bit bare, in my opinion. I wish they would have, instead of just leaving this metal section here bare, and see this this little loop shot, that they added artwork to this to make it less plain. If they took that metal ramp shot and they added stickers, I think that would at least give the visual that you know, there's some artwork there as well. Maybe somebody aftermarket can just create some artwork that would go along that ramp just to make it less like a home pin. So that's the biggest downside on the Pro side of the cabinet itself. Otherwise, it plays very much the same, how fast it is with the Carnage going up that left ramp too. But the Premium, I would say, obviously is the better game itself. The Pro, I was actually scoring higher on the Pro than it was the Premium. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of just a little overview of the different gameplay features from the Premium to the Pro. Last little thing that I saw here too, there is a little post that pops up here on the Premium that the Pro doesn't have. So that kind of just works with one of the characters where it locks the ball in that little scoop shot right there. But the bell tower shot, I would say, is the most satisfying. You kind of do this loop around and it shoots out quick, and you can do it 3 or 4 times and light the bell tower. So it gets a little bit addicting to hit these shots once you're starting to play it. So at first play, I wasn't a huge fan, but the more I've been playing it, just like any game, start to learn the rule set, it starts to become a little bit fun. Could it be one of the best games ever? I don't know. In my opinion, I still like Godzilla a little bit better. I still like the flow of Foo Fighters, but is it a good game? Absolutely. I think Stern is making really great games at this point. They all have a little bit of some unique features. So yeah, this fast gameplay from the two sides, it's going to be a different experience. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Quick first thoughts on Venom Premium Pro from Comic-Con. We'll see you guys next time.